where we will paste the text of the inscription and we will hide that word with question marks.
In 79 AD, this ancient Roman city was also buried in volcanic ash by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. But what was found here, with the help of artificial intelligence, could change the way we understand history.
What if the voices of ancient civilizations were never truly silenced, only waiting for the right machine to listen? Because that's exactly what this feels like.
Where I said, I think we can read everything inside the Herculaneum scrolls without opening them.
Burned, buried, shattered. Texts once thought lost forever are starting to speak again.
Unraveling the hidden history of these 2,000-year-old scrolls has required 21st century technology.
But here's the twist. They aren't whispering lullabies. They're revealing secrets we may not be ready for. And the final ancient language on this list reveals the most shocking truth of all. Let's get into it. 20. The Danube script. You've heard of cuneiform, you've heard of hieroglyphs, but the Danube script? That one's still flying under the radar. Archaeologists uncovered strange symbols carved into pottery, stones, and figurines along the Danube River, modern-day Serbia, Bulgaria, and Romania. For decades, experts argued, was this writing or just ancient doodling? Then AI entered the conversation. By feeding the symbols into advanced pattern recognition models, researchers noticed something astonishing: structure, syntax, repeated sequences, patterns that behave like language. Some of these markings are over 7,000 years old. If this truly is a writing system, and all evidence now suggests it is, then the Danube script may be the oldest known form of written communication on Earth. Older than hieroglyphs, older than cuneiform. We still don't know what it says, but AI has confirmed one thing: it wasn't random. So who was writing code while the rest of the world was still learning how to farm? And why did it vanish without a trace? 19. The Herculaneum Scrolls and the Vesuvius Challenge.
For nearly 2,000 years, the charred papyrus scrolls found in Herculaneum have been indecipherable.
Too fragile to unroll, too valuable to destroy. When Vesuvius erupted in 79 AD, it swallowed an entire Roman library, turning hundreds of scrolls into blackened charcoal. They sat in silence until 2023. That year, the Vesuvius Challenge offered over $1 million to anyone who could use AI to read the scrolls without opening them. Enter Luke Farator, just 21 years old. Using machine learning, he detected the first readable word, porphyris, meaning purple. That single word cracked the seal. Teaming up with Youssef Nader and Julian Schilliger, the group decoded more than 2,000 Greek characters by February 2024.
First it was just one, then two, then he made the breakthrough discovery that has won him the first prize in the Vesuvius Challenge.
The scrolls revealed the writings of Philodemus, an Epicurean philosopher reflecting on pleasure, fear, and the meaning of life. This wasn't just a win for AI, it was a resurrection. Voices silenced by fire nearly 2 millennia ago were speaking again, and the world was listening. 18. Akkadian cuneiform. Now we move from the ashes of Italy to the baked earth of Mesopotamia. The Akkadians left behind over 500,000 clay tablets, most of them unread. Why? Because Akkadian is brutally complex. Only a few hundred people on Earth can translate it, until AI stepped in. In 2023, researchers from Tel Aviv and Ariel University trained models on thousands of translated Akkadian texts.
It was written in the Babylonian language, which is a Semitic tongue related to the modern languages.
Think Google Translate, but for a 5,000-year-old language. Another initiative processed over 130,000 tablets, while German teams used 3D imaging and neural networks to recognize more than 21,000 distinct signs. Most translations weren't magical spells or curses. They were contracts, tax records, trade agreements, and fragments of the Epic of Gilgamesh. Thanks to AI, the oldest civilization on record just got a lot louder. 17. The Dead Sea Scrolls. You think you know the Dead Sea Scrolls. Think again. Discovered in the 1940s, these texts predate most modern religions. One scroll, the Great Isaiah Scroll, was believed to be written by a single scribe until 2021. Researchers used AI to analyze thousands of samples of the Hebrew letter Aleph. What they found were microscopic variations invisible to the human eye. Not one scribe, two. That discovery rewrote scholarly assumptions. It revealed organized writing teams, emotional shifts in handwriting, even changes in pressure and rhythm. AI isn't just telling us what they wrote, it's showing us how they felt. We're no longer just reading scripture, we're meeting the people behind the pen. 16. The Indus Script. Now we turn to one of archaeology's greatest mysteries. The Indus script, used between 2600 and 1900 BC, appears on seals, pottery, and tablets across South Asia. There's no Rosetta Stone, no translation key, just symbols.
And a culture that historians again and again say is remarkable because of just how peaceful it was.
In 2009, researchers used statistical modeling to analyze every known inscription. The patterns were undeniable, too structured to be random. Later, deep learning models achieved over 80% accuracy in symbol segmentation.
We still don't know what language it represents, but AI has confirmed one thing. This was writing, and someone will eventually crack it. There's a $1 million prize waiting, and history hanging in the balance. 15. Meroitic. South of Egypt, in ancient Nubia, a forgotten language once flourished, Meroitic. We've known about it for over a century, yet never understood it. No bilingual texts, no dictionary. Now, MIT researchers are using AI models that detect grammatical structure without translation. They don't need meaning, they need logic. And slowly, the silence is breaking. 14. Proto-Elamite. Dating back to 3100 BC, Proto-Elamite is one of the world's earliest writing systems. For over a century, it was unreadable. Then AI began identifying numerical patterns tied to trade and economy. Not words, but systems. The tablets are still murmuring, but they're no longer mute. 13. Egyptian hieroglyphs.
In the ancient world, there was a view, this life that we have, this physical life.
Hieroglyphs are iconic, but decoding them was slow, until Google's Fabricius AI platform changed everything. Now, translation, comparison, and learning happen in seconds. What once took lifetimes now takes moments. 12. Rongo-rongo. On Easter Island, wooden tablets carved with looping symbols remain undeciphered. AI is now cataloging every glyph, comparing structures across cultures.
Terry Hunt, an archaeologist, has been studying them for over 20 years.
For the first time, Rongo-rongo has digital allies. 11. Isthmian script. An underdog of Mesoamerican writing, still debated. AI models designed for scarce, undeciphered scripts may finally finish what humans started. 10. Oracle bone script. China's oldest writing, carved into turtle shells and ox bones.
We're going to delve into the Shang dynasty of ancient China, where psychics interpreted heated bones to help people make decisions.
In 2024, AI matched ancient characters to modern Chinese with astonishing precision. The future decoded the past. 8. Linear B and Ugaritic. Once cracked by humans, now cracked in hours by AI. Comparative linguistics at machine speed. 7. The Nazca lines. In 2024, AI identified over 300 new geoglyphs in Peru in just 6 months. The desert was always speaking, we just couldn't see it. 6. Inca quipus. Knotted strings. Once thought to be numbers,
Now AI suggests language, maybe even stories. Threads may hold history. 5. Palimpsests. Texts erased and overwritten. AI peeled back the layers, reviving lost works of Archimedes and beyond. Nothing truly disappears. 4. Nushu. A secret women's script in China. AI helped revive a language history tried to erase. 3. The Mayan glyphs. AI is finishing the work begun decades ago, returning everyday stories to the present. 2. Cypro-Minoan. Unsupervised learning suggests one unified language. A breakthrough is coming. 1. Etruscan. Thousands of inscriptions, no relatives, no Rosetta Stone. AI is reconstructing grammar from silence, and with every calculation, their voice grows clearer. History isn't done talking, and neither are we. If this blew your mind, hit like, drop a comment, and stay with us, because trust me, it only gets deeper from here.